Hey guys, how are you today? I already washed and moisturized my face. It's kind of misbehaving. I'm a little bit broken out, but we're going to go straight into the primer. I'm going to use the Nivea Men Post Shaving Balm. This stuff works like a gem for me. It's honestly very tacky and wonderful and smooth, and I just love the way it feels and smells. So listen, towards the end of this video, things are gonna get a little bit messy because my camera battery started to die and I was kind of freaking out. So you're gonna see me like looking at the camera a lot and like trying to go really, really fast, and it's just gonna get like really, really trimmed, and I do apologize for that. I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is still the pretty much only primer that I use. And I'm just going to take a teeny tiny bit on my ring finger and distribute it onto both of my eyelids. You don't need a lot. I'm never going to run out of this stuff. I tried the Bella Pierre one and it creases really, really badly on me. And I even tried setting it with like a powder and all that jazz, and it still did not work out for me. And I really wanted something that would like neutralize my eyelids, that was kind of like in a pot and I could use a brush and be like all artsy and shit, but it was like really disappointing. Luckily, I only got it for like $7 at TJ Maxx. Now I'm going to go in with the stars of the show. I am going to be opening up two Colourpop Super Shock shadows. The names of them are Bubbly and Sugar. These are oldies but goodies, and I've had them for probably a year now, and I still haven't run out. I don't use them like every day or anything, but they definitely last a little while because a little goes a long way with these as well. They are both in metallic finishes, so they are super duper glittery and super duper shiny. I'm going to swatch them for you here so you can see them on my fingers. They're very pastel, very cute, glittery colors. Now I am going to be taking Bubbly and I'm going to put it on my finger and start putting it straight onto my eyelid. I'm only doing it on the inner half of my eyelid because we're going to go on the outer half and distribute Sugar. So I like to pick up the product little by little and kind of build it up. You really don't have to worry about it looking too messy right now because we're going to go in and we're going to fix it. And also you see here that I got it on my bottom, like underneath my eye, and I cannot get it off. It's very, very sparkly. But also, I don't show it on camera, but I'm going to take a makeup remover and I'm going to wipe underneath there because it wouldn't come off, and that's okay. I also take it and I do it a little bit above, underneath my eyebrow as well, because it just went up too high for my liking. I'm taking a dual fiber brush and I am going to be blending out the harsh lines. Also, in between blending, I am picking up more pigment little by little and adding it onto my lid. As I blend out, it kind of fades away, so I put it where I can still see my flesh color. And per usual, I'm sure you guys can hear Roger chirping and whining in the back, and of course he has everything he needs and I still don't know what he wants. I'm giving him all the attention and love in the world. This is where I go in with my makeup wipe after I show you how I've distributed it. And then I'm going to take this Physicians Formula black liquid liner. It has a really, really nice thin felt tip. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, and I think that it's extremely underrated because it gives such a nice thin line and such a good little flick. The only thing is you have to build up the pigment, but that's really not an issue for me. This is what it looks like after I have done my liner and cleaned up all the glitter underneath and above my eyes. As you can see, it just kind of blends together very nicely. The pink and the blue fit so well. The look doesn't require a transition shade. In my opinion, it looks just fine with those two colors. And of course, my eyeliner is never even, but I'm only human, you guys. Now I'm going to go in with my Colourpop brow color in the shade Dope Taupe. And I'm also going to be taking my Anastasia angled brush. It is also a brow brush, so these two paired together are excellent. You only need a little bit of the Colourpop brow color. It is very pigmented. It distributes very, very well. I dipped it in. I'm going to spoolie it out a little bit. And then I also just kind of plucked some stray hairs, so that's why the tails of my brows and like my skin is kind of red. But yep, there we go. I decided that I'm gonna keep my brow, like the whole process of it, in the video, because me personally, like when I watch people do their brows, it's very soothing. So I just like thought that y'all would maybe want to see like the little strokes and like the spoolie and all that stuff. I don't know. Is that weird? We're gonna go in with just a little bit more of the brushing through, and then I'm gonna pick up my NYX Wonder pencil. I don't know if this comes in other shades, but this is definitely the lightest one. And I'm gonna go ahead and start carving out my brows? No. My brows, wherever I feel like I kind of made a mess or I got a little too much brow color on my skin. And then I'm going to take a little square elf brush and start blending it out. It's really, really nice actually. It's kind of a little eraser process. And it just makes my brows look extra carved, extra shaped, and like I did a good job. First try. Also, I like to do my brows before my foundation for this reason, because if you put your foundation on like first, or your powder, whatever it may be, you can kind of mess it up around your brows if you want to put like the concealer or the Wonder Pencil, whatever you use. And that's the finished look. This is when things started getting a little crazy. This is my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness, and I start distributing it all over my face, and I'm going to take a Real Techniques buffing brush. My camera battery started dying, so this is when I start speeding through the tutorial. I think that the Bye Bye Redness is underrated. I don't hear many people talking about it. I probably heard one YouTuber talk about it, and that's when I decided to get it. It's like 30 something dollars, but you know what? If your skin is behaving and you just have a little bit of redness that you want to conceal, you put this all over your face and you are good to go. I wanted to show you guys how it looked after I had put it all over my skin. You can definitely still see my pimples, but the redness is gone. And right now, I'm kind of in the middle of being like really pale and sort of tan, so I have to mix two foundations together. And this just goes to show how badly I was rushing through this tutorial. You guys, look at my face. That one bit of foundation that tried to roll away, and then I got it all over my arm and I had to mix it together still, and it was just such a mess. Look at it. I am a fucking train wreck. But I start pushing through and I'm like, look, I really need to get this done because I can't be recording a tutorial and then like not be able to finish it. So I put it all over my face, and then I'm taking my beauty blender and getting rid of the creases under my eyes, taking an e.l.f. Correcting powder and my beauty blender again, and quickly setting it under my eye. I also take the same powder and I took a big fluffy brush and I put it all over my face, which I don't even think I recorded. And then I wanted to zoom you guys in to show you that I'm going to take the same highlighter from Colourpop. Oh, actually, I haven't introduced this yet. This is the Monster highlighter. It's got a purple and pinky iridescence to it, even though it looks kind of white in the pan. And then I take the same dual fiber brush, but it's got two sides of it. One side is smaller. I take the smaller side and I'm going to start putting it underneath my bottom lash line. And it actually had a very difficult time picking up on camera, and it was kind of bothering me, but you can kind of see it in the inner corner a lot better when I use my fingers. So there's that, if you can tell. Then I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is definitely not overrated. It is a very, very excellent bronzer. It smells great. It looks great. It's definitely awesome for paler people like me, and it's buildable, so you really can't go overboard with it. One thing that you do want to remember to do when you are bronzing your face is to bronze your temples and around your forehead, not in the center of your face, because then it's going to take away from like that highlight. You kind of want to make it look like you're actually like kind of bronzed and the sun kissed you in all of the right places. Then I'm going to take the Monster highlighter and distribute it onto my cheekbones and my temples. Here you can actually really see how it's kind of like purpley pinky, and that makes me happy. I go a little ham because I really wanted to show up. And I mean, it kind of looks like I didn't blend it out good enough, but I was really, really rushing. And I'm going about this with a Real Techniques setting brush, I believe it is, but it works really well with the cream highlighters. And it picks up the product so nicely. I'm going to put it on my cupid's bow and a little bit down my nose and blend it out. And then I'm setting my face with some setting spray. I wasn't satisfied with the way that it was sitting on my right cheek, so I decided to spray a little more. And now I'm going to go in with some Maybelline Clear Mascara to set my brows. And I'm sorry that my face is really wet still and like it looks kind of gross, but it's alright. Now we're going to curl our lashes, and I do a couple of pumps without mascara on them, of course. Go in with Better Than Sex by Too Faced. Do a little bit of coating, not too much because I don't like clumpy lashes. And I actually thought that maybe this would have been cute with some false lashes, but I I actually only own one pair and I don't know where they went. But that's the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry that this is so rushed, but thank you so much for watching and taking the time. I hope you all have a wonderful day.